Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will look at resultant force. We're going to use vectors to figure out the magnitude and direction when multiple forces are applied. Now, if you have something like these where the forces are parallel, it's really easy. This could be, say, a game of tug of war. You're pulling 40 newtons in that direction and your friend's pulling 35 newtons in that direction. The resultant force is really easy. It'll be 5 newtons in this direction. So note Newton is just the unit of measurement for force. Force equals mass times acceleration. So it's really easy when the two forces are parallel, but what about something like this when they're not? So let's say this was just an object. It's being pulled with 150 newtons of force this way and 100 newtons that way. What will be the resulting force? What will be both the magnitude and direction of that force? Well, it's actually really easy. All we do is add the x and the y components of each of the individual forces. So to do that, we need to first find this force in Cartesian coordinates and this force in Cartesian coordinates. Now, because we have the magnitude and angle, we're going to start off in polar coordinates. So this force here is easy. This first force here, I'll call that F1. It is just 150I. 150 is the x component, the horizontal component, and there's no vertical component. So let's go ahead and do the same for this here, which I will call force 2. So we know that it is going to be r equals 100 because that's its magnitude. And the angle made with the positive x-axis going in an anti-clockwise direction is just 120 degrees. So remember, we convert to Cartesian coordinates. The x component is just 100 cos angle, and then the y component is 100 times the sine of that angle. And you can use your calculator if you need. So we get that F2, 100 cos 120 is minus 50. And then 100 sine 120 is actually 50 root 3. So this is the Cartesian coordinates of F2. So to find the resulting force, we just add together these two vectors, F1 and F2. And remember, for vectors, that means we add individually their x components and their y coordinates. So 150I minus 50I gives you 100I. And then, of course, there's no j component here. So if we add to that, we just get 50 root 3j. So that is the resulting force vector. So its magnitude, the magnitude, I'll call it r, of the resulting force is just the square root of 100 squared plus 50 root 3 squared. You can use your calculator for that. So we get about 130.3 is the magnitude of the resultant force. And the angle, we just do tan inverse of y component over x component, and we get around about 41 degrees. So the resultant force will be over here, be about 41 degrees there, and its magnitude will be about 132 newtons. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.